Gentlemen, welcome to a Butchy Bowl edition of the Presser. I apologize for not getting the presser out last week, but travel changed for me at the last minute. I ended up sitting on a beach in Viña del Mar in Chile instead of making a presser. It's my bad. Travel's a bitch, but then again, so is Ray's ex-wife, and he still manages to post a message on the message board at least, once a year maybe, so that's no excuse for me. Let's quickly recap the first round of the playoffs to see how we got here. According to the Vegas lines, both of the underdogs won last week. In the first matchup, Whisker Biscuits was getting 7 points, but blew that out of the water by taking down Selvix by 29 points.
Fuck you, Andrew Luck.
Fuck you, Josh Gordon.
Fuck you, all of Troy's defensive and kicker players for scoring over 40 points.
In the second contest, Turd Ferguson was a heavy favorite, giving 24 points over to BL. But BL huddled up his players and said,
"Have you seen that point spread? Nobody believes in us. Not the media, not Vegas, not even Glenn Lauersdorf has picked the poop tooth.
Out of the garbage bag.
Nobody believes in us."
Well, it worked. Jamal Charles scored just shy of a 30-burger, and Larry effin' Fitzgerald dramatically cast aside his walker and pulled out a 27-point game to help BL beat down Brad. So you have Dusty and Brad in the third place game. Selvix came in as a 10-point favorite, but that line has since dropped a bit since Demarius Thomas the Train only managed 8 points on Thursday. It will be riveting to see how this affects the money wagering in Vegas for this matchup. Now, on to the Butchy Bowl preview. We got Troy versus BL, a true battle for neckbeard superiority in this league. Let's go to the numbers on this one.
The projected point total is updated after Thursday's games, and this looks too close to call. We will need to break it down by position. Quarterback. Obvious advantage to Whiskers, thanks to Aaron Rodgers' faulty collarbone. Luck is the number 5 quarterback on the year, and Palmer is at number 17. This matchup could swing the Butchie. Running back. Both teams have one stud, but Jamal Charles is a number 1 running back compared to Lynch at number 5. The other spot is occupied by 2 guys who have mostly underperformed this year, and it looks like both coaches are trying to coax one big game out of their high-priced veterans. Advantage, Poopy Tooth. At wide receiver, both teams again have one stud, and Antonio Brown and Josh Gordon. Roddy and Jordy are shells today of what they were thought to be in the preseason. Jordy because Rodgers is out, and Roddy because he was on the injury report for being legally dead for 7 weeks. This one we'll call a wash. Now the 2 teams in the Butchies have the number 1 and number 3 tight ends in the league. Take note, Jay. This here is a tight end-driven league, so feel free to bid $28 on Dallas Clark like some dumbass did in the first year. Click Clack is a number 3 tight end, but still averages 7 points a game less than Jimmy. Advantage, Bisker Whiskets. Now the flex. This one is a little unfair since we already know Julius Thomas had a very ho-hum game Thursday, but advantage, Poppycock. Unless Larry Fitzgerald's bus from the nursing home gets caught in traffic on the way to the game, and then it's probably a wash. Now, based on point-per-game averages, BL holds a slight advantage with his defensive players. Advantage, Duty Bicuspid. Kicker. Mason Crosby is averaging 3 points more a game than Legatron, so that tips it to Troy. Advantage, Liquor Biscuits.
So, adding up the totals, that brings us to 3 for Whiskets, 3 for Pooh Molar, and 1 tie. I guess this whole exercise was one giant fucking waste of time. Shit. Well, we'll have to see how this one plays out on the field, and as a bonus, we will know the champion by the end of Sunday, as neither team has a player that's playing in the Monday night game this year. Well, that'll do it for this week, boys. Worst of luck to Brad, Troy, and BL. I'm out.